scared.
Hi! I'm Olivia's mom, just like it used to be. And we're going to color her hair the dark again. And then instead of doing blonde, we're gonna do red. So first I am taking a big towel, because her hair is so long, and two big clips, because otherwise they fall off. And I am wrapping it around her neck, turning it over, attaching it. And that might come off again, because sometimes they do. And then I'm taking a big, it's called a backwards bib, and it's probably backwards to you too. It's for long hair procedures.
Procedures.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing darker than this, right? The black.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I'm doing, wait till you see. So.
Tell them who you are, that you're a real person.
I'm a real hairstylist.
Not a fake one.
Not a fake one. And normally I would be wearing a face mask, and so would Olivia, but we are in the same quarantine circle, or bubble, as I hear it's supposed to be called. So first, I am going to section off the bang area, because I'm going to do that second. And instead of bleaching it this time, I am going to try to lift the scalp color with some red, so that I don't continue to damage the hair. So there's a long piece of blonde. Do you want anything more than this? Or is that good?
Like, I don't think it would match then, right?
Yeah, I think this is good. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna, that's dark. We're gonna section this away to begin with. So that I can put the dark on first. I'm gonna drip right in her pretty eye. And I have my items in Barbicide, which is what hairstylists use to cleanse their things and keep them sanitary. So the only thing different that I'm doing right now, if I had a client and not a family, is I'm not wearing a mask. Everything else is how we would do it, because you can't cut back on safety. Okay, so I'm going to use PM Shine, and I'm going to use the 3N, the espresso shot, because Olivia wants to go super dark this time.
What was it before?
It was 4. The 4. Now it's a 3, which is darker. And I put all 2 ounces in. So then, you could actually just fill this up again if you don't have a thing, but I have a...
Science.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill.
Can't see it, however. Just a teeny more. Okay, so 2 ounces and 2 ounces.
Is there going to be a follow-up to that? Or?
So I'm going to put just the 3N as far down at the scalp as I can get and pull it down. And then whatever I have left on that, then I'll start pulling it down through her ends. And if I need to, then I'll add the 4N in so that her ends don't get darker than her scalp.
Can you search that bar for me? I don't know.
I'm putting on gloves to protect myself from the color. Your hands are as clean as your gloves are, so I don't believe...
Did you drop on the ground?
as in wearing gloves when I cut hair. That doesn't...
And this is stuff you can only get at a real beauty supply, right?
Yeah, I don't know about PM Shine because I know that there isn't any peroxide in either one of these, so there's a possibility you could get it somewhere else. But I get mine at the beauty supply. But the other color I'm going to use is the Matrix So Color Cult, we're going to use the red. And it's a 1-to-2 ratio, which means 1 ounce of color to 2 ounces of peroxide. So we're going to do that later. And I have my mixing items for that. So first we are going to do the scalp, then the ends, and then the red, mixing it completely different over here. Now we're going to mix the red, and the red is a Matrix So Color Cult color, which is a permanent color. And we're going to put it at the scalp first, and then I'm going to cut the peroxide down with the Paul Mitchell processing solution so that the ends, which already are bleached, don't get any more damage to them.
Keep zooming in.
Hi. So I creamed the color. I'm just going to go right onto the dark area. This is Saoirse. She loves being on camera.
Wow, they really did lift the roots. That's crazy.
It honestly is crazy.
She didn't bleach it.
Yeah.
And it was dark.
Uh-huh.
You saw it. Well, what's that, 10K followers on Twitch?
Wow.
Is that crazy?
Why does K stand for 1,000?
Kilometer?
Probably just kilo.
Kilo.
I like you had to add the meter.
Kilogram, no. Kilometer. That's what the thought process was going on, if you wondered.
So we let it process for like 30 minutes for this. So this was, I don't know, 45 minutes of processing time. And I mixed in a little bit of 4N into the bottom of with a little bit of the 3N for the ends, because there's just 3N up here, but I didn't want this to be darker. And then this, at her scalp, I put the 20 volume with the So Color Cult color, permanent, and the shade is red.
It did not.
Focus. And I used 20 volume at the scalp, and then for this part of the hair that was all bleached out, I just put that same color with the Paul Mitchell processing solution. so that it had the ammonia from the color, but then it didn't have any damage from the additive. There's no peroxide in it. But that'll have to.
Only told like a few people at work that I'm gonna have new hair, so everyone's gonna be so surprised tomorrow. I like to do that to them. It's fun.
Do you ever even tell them?
No,
I think the wait, did you tell them about the blonde?
when I went to pink.
No, when you went to blonde.
From what?
From not blonde, I don't know.
I don't know. I like to keep everyone on their
Because that
toes.
would have been the most shocking one.
Yeah, honestly. When I just did the dark recently, people didn't know who I was from behind for a while. That's my coworkers saw me trying to get into the office, and they were like looking at me, and they'll turn around, they're like, oh.
It's like when mom sees me from behind and she doesn't know who I am.
So this is the finished product. It's sort of an ombre on the ends because her hair was so blonde. So the next time we redo it next week probably, I'm going to just use the Joico red color on it, and I'm going to put some, what is that called? Some conditioning in it. But overall, I'm super happy. The scalp lifted up really well. Still has a little bit of depth to it. The red color looks really good, and it actually fades out really pretty into like an ombre here. Her hair just didn't have the porosity to be able to accept it because it was so blonde on the ends. So, yay, we did it, my girl. And the ends of here look good, not too black. It matches up top.
I'm ready for my Halloween costume to be a Sith.
Yay!
Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Thank you.